Hello, I'm Jericho George, and I'm going to be ranking all of the mainline Final Fantasy victory themes. So we've done normal battle themes, we've done boss themes, and we've done final boss themes as well. I reckon this video will be rather short, mostly because all the victory themes last for like maybe half a minute. But I do want to get this one out of the way because a couple of you have asked for it, even though I was going to do it anyway. So without further ado, we're just going to move on with this tier list. The Final Fantasy victory themes between 1 and 5 or 6 are the same with a couple of differences. We are going to be ranking them individually. Now, as victory themes, it's going to be very hard to call something peak music, but I couldn't be asked to change the titles of the tier list, so we're just going to wing it. So I've got a keyboard actually. I know, something new. So it goes like da 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 da. Is that D sharp? Yeah. And so for a classic, it was simple. It's what created the Final Fantasy victory theme. It doesn't go hard. It's just pretty good for what it sounds like back in the day. You know what I mean? Moving on to the second one. So Final Fantasy II's is almost basically the same. It has slight like tonal differences, but it's all in the same key. The composition is exactly the same. There's virtually no difference. So this would just go right next to 1 on the tier list. If I can find 2. We go. And yeah. So Final Fantasy III's fanfare as well is again the same as 1 and 3 in terms of the key it's in. The only difference is that it has drums in it. So a little bit of drums makes a little things better, and therefore we put it above 1, but still on B tier. Next, we go to Final Fantasy IV. And now, this might be biased, but 4 is going to go here. Mostly because it's the first Final Fantasy I played, and I was like, oh, I like this victory theme. So it was the first victory theme that I heard. It does some things a little bit different than the first 3. For example, it's in a different key. I'm pretty sure it's in a different key. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's got drums. It's got like a marching drum beat sort of thing going on. And I believe the instrumentation used is basically just a bunch of brass instruments or horns. So it is infinitely better than 1, 2, and 3. Simple as. Next, we have Final Fantasy V. So this adds a lot more to the composition. There's a lot more ad-libs going on in between. So right now I'm going to put this in over there. So what I want to talk about really is it's using the trumpets again. I believe it's in the same key as 4's as well. We play that again. Yes. Yeah. Right. So same key. What else has it got going for it? It's got a little ad libs, like I mentioned, in between certain bits. Yeah, it's just a lot more going on. And so, you know, obviously it has to go above 4. But yeah, obviously this track gets reiterated so many times throughout the decades of a Final Fantasy. So obviously each one's going to be better than the last. We're going to look at Final Fantasy VI's one now. So what's different there? Other than the key, I believe the key is different. There we go. Yeah. What I love about this version is the bass line. Now, I do like this a little less than 5s, I'm not going to lie, so I'm going to put it right there. Where has it gone? But I do enjoy the way the bass line is a little bit different in terms of its rhythm. So instead of going... it goes doo, 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 doo. Now we move on to the PS1 era of Final Fantasies, starting with Final Fantasy VII. Now this is a classic, and I've always loved Final Fantasy VII's victory theme. This is really good. There's a reason why this is a timeless classic. Now, where am I going to put it on the tier list? Easy, right there. I absolutely love Final Fantasy VII's victory theme, mostly because of the sort of like part after the actual fanfare. This is good. But what I really love about the fanfare is the little trailing synth melody that starts from like the middle part of the fanfare and then trails on towards the end of the fanfare. Dude. I don't know how to play it on the piano, so I'm not going to try. But it's the one that goes... It's really good. But yeah, it's a very good victory theme and definitely deserving on S tier, at least for me. Next is Final Fantasy VIII. Now this one, they didn't have to go hard with this. They did, but they super did. It beat 7 for me. I still love 7's victory theme, but 8 takes the cake. Honestly, quite frankly, it's called the winner, and rightfully so, at the top of the tier list. At least for now, we'll see. I have no idea where any of the rest will go right now, but this is a really good one. Right, next we have Final Fantasy IX's victory theme. So this goes back to the classic, because obviously 9 is just a celebration of the old classic Final Fantasies for the most part. I like this less than 4s, so this actually goes here. Not gonna lie, I think after 7 and 8, 9 doesn't sound exciting enough for me. But that's just me. Next, we move on to Final Fantasy X. I've never liked 10's victory theme. Quite frankly, never liked it. It is actually going to go below 9. But here's what's going to happen. These are going to be moved down to C. I like it better than 1, 2, and 3s, but I'd like it less than 9s. Actually, am I a liar? No, I'm not a liar. No, it goes below 9. Yeah. I was trying to figure out whether or not I liked 9 more than 10 or 10 more than 9. I'm not sure, but no, it's where it needs to be. Next, we go to 11's victory theme. I'm wrong, my bad. We go to 10's victory theme. 10-2, sorry, my bad. 10-2. So this is called Mission Complete on the 10-2 soundtrack. Now, this does away with the actual, victory fanfare. So some of y'all might be like, this doesn't count. It's not the actual victory theme that we all know and love. Don't care. Don't care. I struggle to place this because I really like this. I could put this there, easy, or I could put it there. But this is really good. Some people rag on 10-2 because of just the way the game was, but honestly, 10-2 has a good soundtrack. That's a really good soundtrack. It may be different from everything before, it may be different from everything before it, but don't sleep on 10-2 soundtrack. This is really good. Next, we have 11's, I believe now. So 11, doesn't have a victory theme, so to speak, but it does play the victory fanfare whenever you level up. Also, I'm told by the internet. I don't really like the sound font it used. That is very MIDI. Very MIDI. That could easily go there or there. I'm going to leave it there, honestly. Moving on. Now, I don't know how early Final Fantasy XII was in my Final Fantasy career, so to speak, but I do remember I'd had a couple of Final Fantasy games under my belt at this point, and I remember hearing this rendition of the victory theme and was sad that it didn't play more often. I believe this is the whole loop, but I really enjoyed the choir singing the fanfare. And the bass line as well. But yeah, that's 12. I really like 12. Have I ranked it yet? I have not. No, I do like it. I'm going to put it there though. Oops, not there. There. Top of A tier. Now we move on to Final Fantasy 13. And I am including 13.2 and 13.3 for the first time. Am I? I think I am. Yes, I am. Now, that's the whole thing, right? It's called Glory's Fanfare. Now, there is another part to the Victory Fanfare, but it's under a separate track in the soundtrack called Battle Results. Now, personally for me, I do believe that it's kind of boring. It sounds nice. If we take away the whole classic Final Fantasy Victory Fanfare and just look at it as a piece of music, especially for a battle I've just won, it's okay. It just seems too chill, if that makes sense. So we're gonna put 13 here, I guess. Yeah, we'll put it there. Top of C tier. Next we have 13.2. So this is Honor's Fanfare. So personally, I feel this falls under the same problem with 13. I think it just sounds a bit too chilled out for me. So 13.2 could honestly, it sounds a little bit better than 13, so I could put it there. But this is not all that exciting. And now we have 13.3. which is called Lightning Returns. And I've not played Lightning Returns, but I'm told that this is called Salvation's Fanfare, and I've never heard it before. I am a liar. I am a liar. I've lied to you twice. I have heard this before, and I have played Lightning Returns. I have not finished Lightning Returns. There we go. I've not finished Lightning Returns. I've never got far, but I have heard this victory theme. I just forgot that I did. Now this is better. Now this should have been in 13 and 13 too. Now this slaps. I like this. Well, this is really good actually. I don't think I've heard the whole thing before. Ooh, I like it more than 12s. Oh, this is actually really nice. No, not peak, but yeah, this goes hard. I do like it. That's really good. That surprised me actually. Next we have 14. Now I think I have 2 tracks for 14, and this is ARR 14. None of the expansions, because I don't think there were any fanfares in the expansions. Someone will tell me in the comments if there were. Yeah. So this is when you defeat a dungeon. Yes. I believe so. I have played ARR, A Realm Reborn. I believe this is when you defeat a dungeon. So therefore, we are going to place it... This is the best version of the classics. And so I'm inclined to put it... where the hell is ARR? There we are. I'm inclined to put it here on A tier, in the middle of A tier, above all the classics. Well, apart from 8 and 7. And then I also have like... No, wait, no, this is when you do a dupe. This is when you finish a dungeon. So what was the other one? Can you tell I've not played 14 in a long time? To be fair, this changes nothing because it's, for now, it's still going to be the same place. Because I still like 12s more. 12s more? So what was the other one? What? Someone has to tell me what that version is. But this one is the one this is the one I thought I was listening to. The Dungeon Complete theme. Yeah. Right, okay, my bad. For 15, I also have 2 tracks. A version when you go to sleep. Yeah, lovely. That's nice. It's peaceful. I like it. That personally would go top of B. No. Yeah, top of B tier for me. But then we've got the Comrades version. So remember when 15 had a multiplayer DLC? This is the version that is played in the Comrades DLC. I actually do remember this too. I don't like it. Like, the aftermath of the victory fanfare is killing it off me. The Day's End Rest one that we heard, the first one we heard, would go B tier, but this one, I think it would go here. 16 now, I think. Yes, perfect. Love it. And even though it's only that, it reminds me of 12. But this goes right below 12 only because there's no more of it. There's no more of it. My phone camera died, and so I forgot what I was saying about 16. Maybe something about how 16 is really good and the victory fanfare is really good. I only wish it was longer because it feels really good when beating Big Boss and hearing da 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 da. But yeah, I believe that's all I have actually for this tier list. Yes, it is. 16 is the last one on the list. Going through all of this, we've got 11's Victory Fanfare Level Up sound, which is completely forgettable. Sounds terrible. Who cares? Then we have in C tier, we go from 2 to 1 to 3. They all sound pretty much the same. 15 sounded really boring. 13 and 32 sounded pretty boring as well. Then we go to B. 10 sounds nice and happy, but it's just like the least of my favorite of like the first 10 Final Fantasies. Then 9 is fine, better than 10, but still fine, I guess. My least favorite, or one of my least favorites of the classics. Then in A tier, we've got 4, 6, 5 really good Victory fanfares for their time. Then going on to the Victory theme you hear in The Realm Reborn. And then, was the other Victory theme from Realm Reborn not Realm Reborn, but 1.0? I mean, who knows? Then 16 and then 12. I love them for their choir iterations of the Victory fanfare. And then Lightning Returns Victory theme goes really hard. And then my top 3 favorites in S tier are 10, 2, 7, and 8. Aptly called the winner. But yeah, that's Victory themes. I don't know what other Final Fantasy tier list for music I should do. A lot of y'all have been saying, hey, you should go through all of the Final Fantasy XIV combat music, of which there are tons, and do a video on each one, on each expansion, which I am thinking about the logistics of how to do it, because it would require a lot of recording, a lot of time and space that I don't have. And I was wondering, should I stream an FF14 music listening party and tier it there? Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. I have no idea whether or not I stream it on YouTube or Twitch, because I already stream on Twitch, so it might be easier for me. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. I'm also looking at tiering the town themes for Final Fantasy. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. There's loads. We'll figure it out. I'm also thinking about character themes too. That might be interesting. And also Final Fantasy opening themes. So like, the opening theme from 7 and the opening theme from 6, the opening theme from 8, like Livery Fatale, to Zanakin from 10, some place you return home to, forgot what it was called, in 9, all that good stuff. That might be an idea. But the next video will not be a Final Fantasy tier list. It will be a Tales of Normal Battle Theme tier list. Where are my Tales of fans? Where are my Tales of fans at? So that'll be next Wednesday. That's all for this video. I'm rambling and I'm terrible at saying goodbye. But yes, if you like this video, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I'm doing more of these, trying to do them weekly. And I'm doing a good job so far. But yeah, as always, take care, stay safe, and stay awesome. Bye-bye.